Hello, good morning Year 6 and welcome to our final English lesson of the week, where you are going to be writing your own information text today, based on your plans from yesterday. Now these are some of the ideas that we came up with as a whole class. These are from each group for what Stonehenge could be used for. So some of the ideas would have been a labyrinth, like a maze, gym, sports events, somewhere like to learn, like a school maybe, alien landing strip, family meetings. And then some of the crazy but really interesting ones that's really good to write about would be a portal to Egypt, a hotel, a theme park. All of these are amazing ideas that you could be writing about. Now, when it comes to writing your report, remember the purpose of this is to provide factual information. Now, of course, we are making some of this up, but you need to write it like it is a fact and not an opinion. So don't say, maybe it could have been. You need to say, it was used as. The organisation needs to be clear so that facts are easy to understand. And it needs to interest the reader as well. Now, you must have a title. So maybe the uses of Stonehenge, Stonehenge uses. The real truth behind Stonehenge. It needs to have an introductory paragraph. That's the introduction, okay? That's where you talk about what you're going to be discussing. It needs a clear layout, so that's paragraphs and sections with different subheadings, and that's where the structural signposts come in. Subheadings, boxes. It needs paragraphs. Maybe you might have pictures or diagrams in yours. Again, I am more focused on the writing than I am the pictures, but if you do have the time, it would be lovely if you could include a picture or a diagram in yours as well. And of course, it should have a satisfactory conclusion, an ending that wraps up all of what you've been talking about. Now, the audience, think about who you are writing for. Obviously, you're going to be writing this probably aimed at more of children your age. So aim towards that genre, towards that audience, sorry, okay? Don't aim it for scientists with lots of really complicated words that's really hard to understand, but at the same time, don't aim it for Key Stage 1. Aim it for a nice, solid Year 6 class. Now, that will change how much detail you need to include and how formal it needs to be. We have formal and informal. We have a scale here. Now, if it's informal, really informal, it might be like how you have a conversation with your friends, to really formal as if you were speaking to like the head teacher or something. Yours should be sitting more towards this formal and impersonal style up at the top. Okay, it should be somewhere up here. So try not to use contractions. Don't use any slang words in there. Nice formal language. And of course, if you can get some passive voice in there, that would be perfect. So that's your task for today. You need to write your own information report from your plan yesterday. And again, don't forget about that plan. Open it back up. Open up my feedback that I have sent to you. Open it back up and really, really look at the feedback and make sure you include anything that I've added to yours. The feedback is designed to help you improve your work, so use it as you are writing. Okay. Remember what you need to include. Squares, you need one long paragraph. Triangles, you are 2 and 3, depending on which group you're in, and circles you'll need 4. And all of you will also need an introduction and a conclusion as well. Of course, if you want to write more than this, you are more than welcome to do so, but it should not be less than this. Each paragraph should be approximately about 10 lines, about 10 sentences. So just keep that in mind. 2 or 3 sentences per paragraph isn't sort of the expected amount of work here. Okay, so make sure you've got a good, solid explanation text, good, solid information text there for you as well. Now remember to include subheadings for each paragraph, an introduction and a conclusion, technical vocabulary, and formal language. And these are musts. You must include these things in here, as we discussed yesterday. Extra ones that would really be good to include would be bullet points, pictures and diagrams, and modal verbs. And if you can get some passive voice in there as well, that would be absolutely wonderful. Now this morning I will be showing you an example of my report, which we will have a little look at. So Year 6, that is your task for today. Have a go at it and remember to send me your work before 3 PM today. Thank you very much.